This is day number 9 of the YouTube challenge. And what we're going to talk about today is the 12-week year. This is a fantastic book by Brian Moran. And what it talks about is trying to condense an entire year's worth of work into 12 weeks. But how do you do that? And how does that apply to your cases? For every case that we have coming up for trial, we prepare a 12-week year plan. And that's week by week for the 12 weeks before the trial, what each person's going to do. Why do we do this? If you've ever handled litigation cases and trial work, it seems like most lawyers wait to the last minute for everything. And the week before the trial is chaos. Subpoenas going out, and you're forgetting things. The witness preparation's not done well, and you've forgotten to subpoena certain key records. It's a nightmare. And the night before trial, you're worried about everything. It doesn't have to be that way. The 12-week year is a way of dividing week by week exactly what each person on your team is going to do. So you get together with your team, and for most cases, it's going to be the same things. Who's going to do what in week number 1? Call the expert witnesses, confirm their trial, the date and time for their trial testimony. Do they need transportation? Schedule a focus group. Prepare trial subpoenas. Serve a notice to admit. Contact a videographer for deposition playbacks at trials. Contact the client regarding what witnesses in the family will be available, and schedule dates for meetings with the different experts. And then you go week by week. And what happens that every Monday you review the prior week. So in week number 2, you go through the previous week. Did each person on your team do what they were supposed to do? Your paralegal, your secretary, you name it. And what you find out as you go week by week, that you're making progress. So by the time you get to the week before the trial, everything's done. It's been completed. And you take that 12-week plan and you kiss it, because it has just made your life so much easier. And what this does is week by week, every Monday you go through the plan, and it makes you think strategically about each step in the litigation that needs to be done. So rather than just working on your other cases, you're actually giving some time and attention to all the different things. So for example, we need that CAT scan or the MRI into evidence. We're going to need an affirmation of the radiologist to make sure that the MRI films are admissible into evidence. You don't want to wait till the last minute for all that stuff. And serve a notice to admit. Try to get all of the records that you can, employment and medical, admitted into evidence by stipulation with the defense. So make that part of the 12-week plan. What else can you do to make sure that everything is done correctly? Write it all down. So I have a 12-week plan that we use, but we modified it case by case. So the 12-week plan is also a great tool to use for your best, highest value cases. If you want to get a case through discovery in 12 weeks, it's more than doable. Set aside time with your team, paralegal and secretary, to go through your highest value A cases and what each person will do each week with the discovery. And that would include serving discovery demands, serving discovery responses, scheduling non-party witnesses, serving subpoenas, requesting a court conference, you name it. Every step in the litigation that you can schedule should be in a 12-week plan. And then you stick with it and you hold people accountable. I highly recommend that you buy The 12-Week Year by Brian Moran. It is an absolutely phenomenal book. That's it for today, everybody. Take care.